Podcast. You got myself, Jalen Hardcastle, here with co-host Josh Story, and today we're going to be going over a little bit about our golf scramble and what Ryan Lane, a guy in our local community, has been partnering with the Global Disaster Outreach and doing some big things down in North Carolina with that cleanup. And he has big plans in the future, so stick around and stay tuned to find out. But before we dive into that, Josh, give a thanks to our sponsors.
Yeah, I want to thank our title sponsor for this episode, Collier Title Company. If you need deed prep, title work, closings, and more, they're located in Brandenburg, E-Town, and Louisville. You can call them at 270-763-6589. And then for this week's sponsor, We Buy Houses. We can offer cash and close in as little as 2 weeks. You can call us at 270-945-5416 or 270-945-7189.
Yep, and if you or anyone you know want to be a weekly, monthly, or yearly sponsor, you can give us a call at either of the numbers that he just provided, and it's 100 weekly, 300 monthly, and 3,000 yearly, and you're advertising our intros, outros, as well as intermissions on all social media platforms.
And we're also doing a giveaway on TikTok. Once we hit 100 followers, we're going to be giving away merch for the Property Panel Podcast, as well as Cedar Hill Properties merch. All you got to do is go follow us on TikTok at the Property Panel Podcast. We're also on Facebook. We're on TikTok, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, and YouTube. So go check us out. Give us a follow. Give us a subscribe. It's a free way to support the channel, and we definitely appreciate it. But yeah, that's it for our social medias. I guess we'll kick off with the episode today. It's Halloween. Coming
Halloween.
Up. Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. We're recording on Halloween, but tomorrow's
Yeah.
the start of fall, basically. Or I mean, I guess it's already started fall, but for me, it feels like after Halloween, that's when fall's hitting. So I'm pretty excited for that. Get to eat on all the kids' candy, so that's nice. But the reason we wanted to talk about this golf scramble is because we wanted to show kind of how good our community is, as well as how well we can put together events here at Cedar Hill Properties. We come together. We are a team. We're going to have a whole team out there for this golf scramble for the One Tucker at a Time Foundation. So you want to give a little insight to how many teams, how many players we're going to be having out there?
Yeah, we have over 18 teams. I believe we have 22 teams. So we'll have a full tournament. We got plenty of hole sponsors as well, but we're planning on a full day of golf, and I think it's going to be good, not only for the charity, but for networking, or if, someone wants to get in touch with a realtor or just kind of figure out about that process, it's a good time to do it. We're also going to be offering, a lot of packs with that, and food is provided. And really we're hoping to this is our first event, but we plan on doing more in the future. So, we're going to learn a lot from this one and keep it going. But, golf is something me and Jalen both love, and it's a good event. I'm excited for it.
Yeah, and to Josh's point, we got 22 teams total. So you got 4-person to a team. That's over 80 people in this tournament, and then including all the workers and personnel that's putting it on, we have well over 100 people coming into this community to help raise money for this One Tucker at a Time Foundation. And like we're about to talk about, it's $60 a player, which we've mentioned, and then obviously you got some optional $2 mollies and stuff like that. Lunch is included, like Josh said, and we're going to be grilling out hamburgers and hot dogs. Lenders will be on site, realtors will be on site. Who knows who will be on site? I think there's going to be a few contractors out there, so it's a nice way to come out, mingle, and set up some good relationships with people in your respective fields.
Yeah, plenty of business owners in that group, and then we got the whole sponsors as well. Which we have some signs over here. Jay, if you want to grab one.
Yeah, let's go ahead. I know we showed them off, I think, a month or two ago, or a couple weeks ago. I don't even know when we showed them off, but we just kind of wanted to go through the list and give you a personalized thank you on the podcast for donating for this sponsorship. We know that it was only $30, and a lot of people asked for a lot more. Like Josh said, it was our first one. We didn't really know how to price it, and we was wondering why everyone was jumping at the bit to get in, but we wanted to go the extra mile and personalize these. Josh's brother with Blue Moon Mercantile actually made these. They're pretty cool, handy, and not only are we using these for these events, and they got the QR codes, they're scannable, but also they get to keep them. And if you go do outside vending events or something like that, stick it in the ground, people can see your stuff.
And the stakes on them, they actually come off too, so if you wanted to put it on a tabletop, if you're at like a fair booth kind of thing, you can do that as well.
Get clear coated, even put holes in it, put it on your license plate front of your car.
I don't think cops would like that one. But yeah, we tried to keep the budget on these pretty low, so just so most of the money went to charity.
I do feel like even with us striving for that low budget, I felt like we got higher quality work.
Yeah, for sure. He did a great job.
Which he obviously knew was for charity, so he cut us the best deal he could.
Yeah. We basically just cut him material cost. But yeah, he does a lot of laser engraving, 3D printing kind of stuff. You can check him out on Etsy or Facebook. But yeah, they turned out nice. They got the QR code, so if you scan that, it's going to go to either their website or their Facebook account. Just
who
a
is
good
that
way
one?
to. This one's Community Trust Bank. So,
Thank you, Chad, with Community Trust Bank.
Thanks, Chad.
We actually just got done closing a couple with him, so we appreciate him. We'll see him in a couple weeks when we close out our couple more. So Thank you, Chad. And we want to give a big shout out to El Caminos. We know everyone loves El Caminos, so go ahead, scan that QR code, look at their menu, see what good food they have to have. They got great deals going throughout the week, so check them out. They're a pretty good company here local in the community. And here's one that a lot of you probably are just now kind of starting to know. This one's Pit Junkies. I'm sure y'all have had this, but dude, the food's amazing, and we appreciate you supporting a good cause and helping us out here at Cedar Hill Properties. It means a whole lot to us. And then obviously we got Poised Peppermint. Now this is Megan Goodwin. She's near and dear in the office here because we got Erin Goodwin, her stepmother, that works with us, and we've known Megan a greater part of her life. So it's cool to see her, an up-and-coming business owner here in the local community, and we appreciate her for not only sponsoring the whole, but she's actually going to donate her time and come and help out with the scramble as well. So we appreciate you, Megan.
Yeah, thank you.
And then I like this one too because this is Chaps Woodwork. So he just actually started his own company. He's been working wood for the better part of a decade now, if not longer. And then he does good work, and he was really thrilled to see this sign. He plans to go to a few of those, vendor things where he can set up, and he liked the idea of this. So he just started it out. Actually, you can scan that QR code and visit his Facebook and see a lot of his work he's done.
Yeah.
I got a couple of closing gifts coming. He did like the resin inside of like a Kentucky shape.
Cool.
Cut. So I'm pretty excited for those.
Awesome. Yeah, I hope you guys can scan this through the video. If not, just look up these people locally or give us a call if you're curious.
And then, of course, a lot of people know the Daily Grind. That's a local coffee shop here down in Brandenburg, Kentucky. And again, we appreciate you donating, and we hope that you go and try some of their coffee, because I know we here at the office get it daily, daily almost. Yeah. That's why they call it Daily Grind.
Yeah, I know,
because it puts you on your daily grind.
That's right.
And then, of course, we got, oh man, that tape. We'll get it off later. You probably can't even see it on the video. But we got the Farmer's Daughter. We want to thank Erica Bevel and them over there at the Farmer's Daughter Salon. And, go get your haircut, your clothes, whatever you need. And I think they just went on to an online boutique, actually. So you can scan that QR code and check out some wear.
Awesome.
And then, of course, we got Abe's Country Village. This is a local kind of hotel. They got little cabins and stuff. I know a lot of people working in and around Meade County go and stay there, a week at a time. So if you're in the area, want to check out the area. If you haven't been to Otter Creek, check that out too. But Abe's Country Village is a nice home away from home if you want to come check the area out.
And they have like a gift shop too.
They do. They actually make some of our merch at Cedar Hill Properties. They made these shirts. So they do some embroidery and engraving like that as well. Now this one's kind of a lot of people might not know Mama Rob's Bakery, but I'm sure you've heard of Robert's Family Farm, and that's that little bakery shop that they got in there. They make great sweets and treats, and they're almost closing out for the season here towards the end of November. So go check them out. They got goats, they got food, they host events and stuff like that. They got goats. They got horses. They got pigs.
They got goats. They got food. A little bit of everything.
They do. They got everything.
Hold on.
Ooh. Can you hear me?
Yeah, we're good. We're good.
Thank you, Mama Rob's Bakery.
Yeah, thank you.
And thank you, Bottoms, Boards, and More. If you're looking for charcuteries and things of that nature, you can go check her out. She's over there located next to Poised Peppermint in downtown Brandenburg. Another recently opened brick and mortar, and she's starting her own business. So we appreciate you helping the good cause here at Cedar Hill Property, and one tucker at a time.
I love a good charcuterie board.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, she even does don't quote me on this, but I think like meals, little meal preps and stuff like that. So, them are becoming a big hit.
Yeah,
so.
for sure.
Then we got El Kamal. This is near and dear to our heart, obviously.
Our buddy.
We love Jose and all them over there at El Kamal Taqueria and Louisville off Dixie Highway. If it's right past the Myers on the right, you can't miss it. Well, actually, you can't because it's so small. It's tucked away, but it's probably the best Mexican that you'll have, and it's
the quickest.
Quick.
quickest
They're
restaurant.
bringing it to your table as soon as you
swear it's
order it.
Faster than McDonald's.
Yeah, I wouldn't doubt it.
Yeah.
You timed it. Then, of course, we got Party's Bakery. We appreciate you. You have the best donuts in the county, if not the nation.
I've learned from experience.
Yeah, we got to fix that one. That one had a little bit of a. I just got to tap that screw and glue in. But we'll get it fixed, and it'll be, shipped to your door after the tournament. And that's a good thing about sponsoring us, because not only is your money, you're not paying for the same thing and the same advertisement every year. When you're paying for this, you're paying for quality work and uniqueness that you can use for your own business. It's not only benefiting the good cause, but it's also benefiting you, whereas the other signs that they make, they're typically just keeping those and reusing those, which is okay, but,
Which next year we might have a little bit of a higher sponsorship budget, but we might either reuse these signs or do something.
Yeah, if no one wants them, we will keep them and use them again next year. And there are a few that we are going to use their signs that they do have provided, just because they wanted the most money to go to charity. So we want to thank Abound over there in Radcliffe, that branch. They donated a whole sponsorship, and as well as Erin Goodwin, she donated 4 whole sponsorships. So shout out to her. And then there was one more. We'll mention them next week after we set out all the signs. Oh, Flaherty Chevrolet. I'm sorry to almost forget them. They're one of the best car dealerships in our area. I bought many cars from them. Go get it from Garrett, because we appreciate them for not only participating in a whole sponsorship, but also playing the tournament as well.
Yeah, and shout out to Garrett for this podcast.
And for the podcast.
He
got us started. He helped us get paved to where we are now, and he continues. If we have any questions or anything, we'll hit him up and be like, gee, what do we do now? But I also want to send my condolences to him and his family, as they just lost their grandpa. So we love you, G, and we're thinking of you. If you need anything, give us a shout. But please be thinking of him in these times. Yeah. But back to the podcast. So obviously we went over the host sponsorships. The host sponsorships alone, after the material cost, raised us about $360. And just from the entries to play the tournament that goes directly to the foundation, that's $1,160, which is pretty nice. And I think that's going to be a little higher, because that was quoted on 18 teams, and like you had mentioned, we got 22 more teams, so that's another couple $100 right there. And then so all together right now we got about $1,520. I think we're nearing closer to that $2,000 range after a few extra donations. Fireball themselves are actually donating some shooters to go in the players packs, as well as some silent auction gifts.
Yeah, and we'll probably have like a donation box there too, so that number could go up as well. But I'm super ecstatic with it, just being our first kind of gig with this and raising that much. It's pretty awesome.
Yep,
so
I agree. And then a guesstimation of what we will get on that day. So just in mulligans at 18 teams would be $720. Typically, everyone does pay for those because they're needed out there. And then with the extra few teams, that's an extra couple $100 as well. So around $900 just in mulligans to top us out at right about $2,400 total. Before anyone donates their money like they usually do if they get their winnings, as well as the 50-50 raffle that we'll be doing. And then, obviously, like I said, Fireball is going to be doing that silent auction with those whiskey barrel baskets. They're pretty cool, those shooters and stuff like that. So, overall, our goal is $3,000 donated, and I feel like that's pretty, good for
that's pretty good.
What we've done. I feel like that's pretty solid.
Yeah, for first event, too. I mean, that's awesome. I mean, we're going to keep doing it, so I'm sure we'll be able to raise more and more money. I'm hoping to do maybe, a couple events a year. Maybe start a little Cedar Hill League.
That'd be cool.
And, have a championship plaque with, every year's winner. That'd be awesome.
And we are going to have a plaque. It's not made currently. Laser engraver's down at the moment. So whenever we do find out the winners from this year's tournament, we'll have a plaque set up. We're going to put the names on it. And so each year that comes back, we'll be, putting the winners' names on there.
Maybe we can even get it hung in the golf club too.
That'd be pretty cool.
Do some convincing.
But obviously, Josh showed you our golf balls and our golf tees that we had got in. That's going to be going in the players pack. My computer just died. Oh no, it didn't.
No, we're back.
But yeah, Josh showed you the players pack that we're getting. We're going to be adding in koozies and stuff like that, as well as some different Cedar Hill merch that we had left over from the fair. And like I said, it's going to be just a commingling of all of our contact relations coming together. So if you have any questions, come and see us.
Yeah, come out and check out the event. even if you're not playing, just stop by, and if you have any questions, I'm sure we can help you find those answers. But yeah, if not, sign up for the next event. We look forward to seeing you guys, and yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I need to get warmed up before.
Yeah, we need
Saturday.
I don't know if we'll be able to swing any clubs between now and then, but we're hopeful. But I guess you want to thank our sponsors before we tune out?
Yeah. I want to thank Collier Title Company. They do deed prep, title work, closings, and more. They're located in Brandenburg, E-Town, and Louisville. You can call them at 270-763-6589. For this week's sponsor, We Buy Houses, we can offer cash and close in as little as 2 weeks. You can give us a call at 270-945-5416 or 270-945-7189.